And pretty much we were a laughing stock amongst many people. They said they haven't got a chance, they're dreamers, don't know what they're doing. And those few dreamers, as they were at the time, kept going in spite of some pretty horrific stuff, but kept going because the passion was there. And then in January 2008, we did our first test transmission for 2 weeks over at Strickland Road. And we impressed the powers that be, so they gave us another 2 weeks in, might have been about June 2008. And since then, we've never actually been off air. And what they did at that time was we broadcast for half the week from Sunday night, 6 p.m, till Wednesday, 12 noon, on 89.5, and then we switched off and Fresh FM switched on. So, very strange bedmates there, but anyway, it worked. We did everything right, and we eventually got our full-time licence, went to our full-time on our very own frequency, 106.7, on the 31st of March 2010. And earlier this year, we applied for our next 5-year licence from March next year. We've been told unless something very adverse happens, we've got it. So we're very happy about that. And probably because we were born out of adversity and struggle, every person who has ever been with us has been very important to us. And we came up with the idea, we have lost 5 of our members since we started. And I'll tell you who those 5 were in the chronological order, and you'll see the date in a minute. But the first one was Neil Wilson, and he died very tragically. And Neil was the son of Lorna Irwin. And Lorna is involved with us now as a receptionist, but unfortunately she had a fall and is in rehab. Oh, James?
Yeah, there you go.
Fantastic, thank you. Come
No
in.
worries.
And Lorna's not here today physically, but she's here very much in spirit. And we then, what the order? I'm sorry about this, I can have a pen. Yeah, I know the people all so well. And then last year we lost our foundation president, Geoff Morris. Geoff is, I've been talking to people out there about Geoff, and Geoff is still so missed about the town, not only for Phoenix, he was just involved with everything, and he was a local icon. You'd see him and his guide-dog Milo everywhere. And Geoff left us in March last year, and we have today Geoff's 2 daughters, Catherine and Jane, with us. And their mother, Geoff's wife, did ring me before and say she'd very much like to be here this afternoon, but it's still raw and she couldn't bring herself to doing that. But she wanted to make sure that we acknowledge that, you know, she appreciates and wants to be here. Pat Bamford had a hugely long involvement with community radio on Triple C, and then was a foundation member with us. Pat was quite elderly, and she did her shows probably until about a couple of months shy of dying. And in a time when there was no community radio that Pat could get involved with in Bendigo, depression got her, and most days she didn't get out of bed. She had no reason to. And then there was a glimmer of hope. I must admit, Pat got sick of coming to meetings because she only wanted to go on air, and she didn't see why we had to go through years of... So, but Pat was always a little bit like that, but she was a great supporter. She was very generous. When she would pay her money to renew. She'd always throw in a bit more. If there was something we needed, she would buy it for us. Very generous, and Pat got her life back through Phoenix FM. And I think that there's many other people that could say that, because community radio had meant so much to them, and for various reasons they lost it, got excluded, and we gave them that chance back. And we still give everyone that chance. And then earlier this year, Daryl Hogan and Daryl's son has just arrived, and James, and when did James?
It's so tiny.
I have no idea how we managed that.
You were busy.
And Daryl hadn't been with us all that long, a couple of years probably. And in his time here, he was on the committee for a while. But he was one of those people, a great handyman, anything you needed done. He was a great supporter of any of our presenters. Some of our presenters don't have the capacity to do a show on their own, and Daryl would always help them. He was just everybody's mate. And he died very suddenly in July. I'm sorry, did you want to say anything, Catherine or James? No, that's why I didn't know. But you might like to, James?
Oh, just thanks very much for everything you've done for me, and just send me some CDs of Dad's interviews and that. It meant heaps. Thank you very much. And I can tell that he really loved the radio and that.
Yeah.
And he just loved the culture of it all, because just being at his house and that, he's got a lot of memorabilia and a lot of photos from here. And, yeah.
Well, we loved him too.
Yeah.
And he won't be forgotten.
I think it was something really good for us, to be honest. So, yeah.
It was. And as I said about Pat, and many of us would be in a situation that if we took this away, there would be a gaping hole. And I guess that can happen with a polling club or anything. You need something, you need social engagement and everything like that. And then just not last month, now in August, Colin James, who once again had been involved with community radio down in Geelong, on 3CCC FM for many years, CCC, Fresh FM, and then us. And Colin did a show each Friday. Colin's health, for those of you who don't know Colin, he was in a wheelchair from about the age of 3 when he developed rheumatic fever. And in those days there was no physio and everything, and his parents got told, put him to bed, keep him comfortable, because he's not going to live, and just keep him comfortable. So they put him to bed for 10 years. And in that time he atrophied and became very small. He was totally dependent on his carers, and that, but he was an OAM, Order of Australia Medal. Well, he just did everything. He wrote books, just everything. He sang for the Pope, and he was a singer, well-known country music entertainer, and a very popular presenter here. And he struggled all through his life, physically, and then over the last few years he was on dialysis, which took over his life, and life just wasn't easy, but it didn't keep him away from Phoenix. So with great aplomb, James, could you do that? Could you reach? Just rip that off, please.
No worries.
Leave the wall there.
Thank you so much for coming, and I took the opportunity to give those people who perhaps haven't been from the beginning an overview of where we came from and why we value it. I think we've got so much like our building didn't fall out of the sky, and but we've got a lot of support, and we hope we always have it. And thank you so much.
If you want to come and have a look through, you're very welcome. Production studio behind Dylan.
Yeah.
And